Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Good morning. My name is Brian Thomas, and I am the founder and owner of Baptiste Power Yoga Phoenix. And today we are here for our Sunday Badass Baptiste Teacher of the Week.
Hi.
Hey Joy,
Hey, Brian. How are you?
I'm amazing. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm just lit up right now this morning. I get so excited on Sundays, one, because I love spotlighting and highlighting and uplifting all of our amazing Baptiste teachers around the world. And I'm excited to take your class.
Yes,
Yeah, but I'm lit up just talking about our studio, and I'm excited to have this thing finally open and get people in there and to create our
absolutely.
community. But okay, enough about us. We want to talk about
Absolutely.
you.
Okay, well, hi, my name is Joy. I am a Baptiste and Booty inspired yoga teacher. I currently teach at a studio downtown Phoenix. It's called 88 Yoga. Um, I've been teaching for a really long time. I love yoga just like so many other people, but yeah, so I've created a 30-minute class. It's a little bit JIP, it's a little bit me, it's kind of everything. So we'll just see what happens there. But I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We'll get started in child's pose. So let's get there. Knees are wide, big toes come together. Yep, let the hips sink back. Let the forehead come onto the earth in between the arms. Take a big inhale, fill up right here. And then exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Taking the next few moments just to come into your breath, trying to find a steady pace right here, equal inhales to equal exhales. If you have a new Ujjayi breath, you might start to practice that right here. As you're ready, begin to set your intention for the class. So it can be something for the next 30 minutes. Maybe it's something that you take with the rest of your Sunday. Think of something. Take a big inhale, fill up, breathe it in, and then exhale, let it go. Okay, from our child's pose, let's make our way to tabletop. So press into the palms. Shoulders come over the wrist, hips are over the knees. Let's find a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest through. And then exhale, round the spine up toward the ceiling. Press into those palms. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Take a few rounds, your breath, your movement. Do what feels good here. Maybe close the eyes off and just move. You might shake the hips, flip the wrist, whatever feels good. Do that here. Take a few rounds. Really warming up the spine, warming up the body. Beautiful. Coming back to your neutral tabletop. We are going to press into the left palm. Inhale to lift the right arm all the way up, reaching up with that right hand. Really feel the shoulder come out of the back body. As you exhale, bring it underneath. Begin to thread your needle. So right shoulder, right ear might come down to the earth. Left hand can stay exactly as it is, or maybe you walk it out to the top of your mat, or maybe you bring it around to the low back. Do what feels good there. Finding deep belly breaths right here. We'll begin to come out of this. So walk that top hand back in front of your face. Press into it. Reach the right arm all the way up. Extend it up. And then exhale back to tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to kick that right foot all the way back behind us. So kick the foot all the way back. Beautiful. Flex the foot. Really kick out of the heel. Feel the back leg length. Feel that lengthen. Feel the length out of the back body. Right here. Take a big inhale. Bring the knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, hug the knee to nose. Exhale, extend it behind you. Keep that leg extended. We're going to flip the left toes under. So tuck the left toes under, lift the knee off the ground, take it to a three-legged dog. So shoot the hips up, Yes, beautiful. Bend into that top knee and let the hip open. Opening the pelvis toward the right side of your space. Maybe circle out the ankle, circle the knee. Try to keep the shoulders even right here. If you have a flip dog, go ahead and flip your dog right away, landing lightly, pressing into that earth, opening the heart, lifting the hips. Start to come back, flip dogs. We're going to come back to downward facing dog. So come all the way back. Beautiful. We're going to take this to our side plank on the right side. So just like JIPs, shift forward to plank, leave the right hand planted, lift the left arm up. Side plank. Yeah, keep the hips lifted. If you can bring the gaze up, bring the gaze up. If you want to, lots of variations here. Maybe float that top leg. You can bring the bottom knee down. Do what feels good here. Yes, beautiful, Brian. Stay for 3, 2, 1. Come to plank. So let that top hand come down. Beautiful. Hold your plank for 3, 2, 1. Come to tabletop. Drop the knees down. Beautiful. Take a round of cat-cow just to readjust the spine right here, and then we'll do the other side. So let's lift the left arm all the way up, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder, left ear, come onto the earth. Same options with that right hand. Do what feels good here. Staying with that breath. Coming out of this side, walk that right hand back in front of your face, press into it, lift that left arm all the way up, and then exhale it back to tabletop pose. Kicking that left foot all the way back this time, flexing the foot, kicking through the heel, really find the length in the back of that leg. Inhale, knee to nose, pull it through. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Last time right here. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend that leg back. Tuck the other toes under. Lift that knee. Let's find that three-legged dog. Yeah, beautiful. Open the hip, bend the knee, open the hip to the left side of your space. Circle it out here. Do what feels good. Maybe flip your dog. Landing lightly. Yes, beautiful, Brian. Opening up that heart, lifting the hips. Slowly come back, and we're going to take it to that side plank on the left side. So left hand plants, right arm lifts. Yeah. Reaching up with that top hand. Switch your gaze. Do what feels good here. Maybe bend into that knee again. Find that. Yeah. For 3, 2, 1, find plank pose. Top hand comes down. Hold your plank. Find your core here. Hold plank for 3, 2, 1. Now shift the hips back. Downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Maybe walk it out here, bending into one knee and then the other. Opening up through the backs of the legs. Noticing the wrists, the spine right here, the hips. We're going to allow the gaze to come in between the hands. We're going to bend the knees. Take steps all the way up to a forward fold. Folding over the legs. We're going to take an inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, drop the head to fold. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to extended mountain. Reach the hands up and overhead. And then exhale the palms back through heart center. Pause here. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, and then exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, vinyasa or downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to step the right foot in between the hands. We're going to let that left knee come down to the earth. For Anjayasana, low lunge. Start to lift the chest up as you're ready. Hands can be at heart center. They might come above. Shifting hips forward, hugging thighs together. Beautiful. Let's come into half splits right here. So plant the hands down, shift the hips back, flex those front foot, flex the front foot and start to fold toward that leg. So keep drawing the right hip back, pressing the left hip forward, stretching out through the back of the leg again. Start to come back to that Anjayasana low lunge. Walk the hands forward, rebend into the knee. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale the palms through heart center. We're going to take the chest forward and find a twist right here. So left elbow is going to come to that right thigh. Yeah, really press into that thigh to twist the chest up and open. Right here, we're going to tuck those back toes under, lift the knee off the earth. And now we're in our revolved crescent lunge. Stay here. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to open up Virabhadrasana 2. Opening up right here, teeing open the arms, get into that right hip, set your gaze. Peaceful warrior, flip the right palm up, reach it forward and back. Beautiful. Finding length in that side body. We're going to come back to Virabhadrasana 2. So tee open the arms. And then from here, let's come into triangle pose. So we're going to straighten that front leg. Yes, find your triangle. Get big here, take up a little more space. Maybe cactus that top arm, let the chest open up a little bit more. We're going to stay for a few breaths. Beautiful, Brian. We are from here, we're going to revolve our triangle. So that top arm is going to come down and that bottom arm is going to come up. Grab a block if you need a block right here. Maybe rotate that back leg in just a little bit. Give yourself a better foundation. Yes, beautiful. As you find your twist, bring the gaze up. Keep reaching that top hand up. Yes, stay here. Breathe through this twist. As you next exhale, we're going to find a wide-legged forward fold. So walk the hands through toward the middle, turn the toes forward, drop the head down. Check in with your wide-legged forward fold here. Maybe take a slight bend into the knees, maybe shift the weight from the balls of the feet to the heels. Again, take up more space. Think about dropping that crown of the head down toward the earth. From here, take one more inhale, fill up. As you exhale, we're gonna walk our hands all the way over to that left foot. So left foot, we're coming for the opposite side. So bring it all the way, yeah. Left toes are gonna turn to the back of the mat. We're gonna come back for that Anjayasana low lunge. So let the back knee come down and then inhale, lift the arms up, find your low lunge on the other side. Yes. Half splits when you're ready. Touch the hands down, shift the hips back. Flex that foot, fold toward that leg. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Coming out of this, walk those hands back up toward the front of your space, rebend into that knee. Hands come up and then we'll exhale through heart center and we'll find that twist here. So chest comes forward and then hook that elbow onto the outside of the thigh. Beautiful. Really press into that thigh, press into the arm, lift the chest open. Bring the gaze up past that back shoulder or elbow. Start to tuck the back toes under and lift that knee off the earth. Revolved crescent lunge. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale, open up Virabhadrasana 2. Yeah, getting into that left hip, teeing open the arms, setting your gaze. Peaceful warrior when you're ready. Left palm flips up and then bring it back. Come back to warrior 2. Straighten through that front leg, triangle pose. Settling into our triangle, finding your expression of triangle. Let it be big. Let the heart open toward the ceiling. Take up space. Begin to revolve your triangle. So maybe step that back foot in just a little bit again. That top arm is going to come all the way down. That bottom arm is going to come all the way up, reaching up toward the ceiling. Really rooting down through that grounding, both feet and hand. Really twisting through the core, really breathing right here. Coming out of this twist, we're going to take it all the way to that wide-legged forward fold again. So walk the hands back through center, readjust the feet, drop that head down. If you're grabbing onto those ankles, think about pulling that chest through, really opening up right here. Yes, great bend into the elbows. Stay for a few breaths. From here, start to walk the hands back to the top of your mat. So back to the right foot. We're going to turn the right toes forward, and then we're going to step that left foot in, come to a forward fold at the top of your space. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold, and then inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to extended mountain. Exhale the palms through heart center, and then come to standing. Beautiful. So let's do a little bit of balancing stuff right here. We're going to come into a standing twist. So start to lift that right heel off the earth. Start to lift the right knee in line with the right hip. Flexing the right foot. Beautiful. Lift the arms up overhead. Take an inhale, reach up, and then exhale, we're going to twist. So that left hand's going to come to the outside of the right thigh, and the right hand's going to come behind you. Take the gaze back there. Keep pressing that thigh into the hand into the thigh. Start to come back through center. Try to keep the leg lifted. We're going to bring that knee into the chest as high as we can. And then we're going to take it all the way back to Virabhadrasana 3. So kick that right foot all the way back behind you. Anything that works with the hands is great here. Maybe you TM open, maybe airplane arms, maybe heart center. Whatever helps you with balance. Stay here, balancing on that left leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come all the way back up. Bring that knee back into the chest. Reach the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, touch everything down. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. So hands can come down if you want to. We're going to bring the left heel off the earth. Left knee comes in line with the hip. Flex the foot. Lift the arms up. Big inhale, reach up. And then exhale to twist. Finding that same twist. So right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand comes back. Maybe the gaze goes back there. Really press that hand into the thigh. Thigh into the hand. Start to come back up through center. Reach the hands up and overhead. Bring the knee into the chest. And then exhale, shoot it all the way back. Virabhadrasana 3. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, beautiful, Brian.
It's windy in here.
Begin to bring that knee back into the chest. Standing up, reach the hands up and overhead. And then exhale, touch everything down to earth. Bring it down. Okay. Let's make our way to a seat from here. So we'll just come all the way down. Just come down to the ground. As we come into our seat, let's come into, extend the legs out nice and long. Find your sit bones. Come into a staff pose, so nice long back here. We're going to inhale, lift the hands up, and then exhale, let's fold toward the legs. Paschimottanasana. Keep a bend in the knees if you need. Let this be comfortable. Beautiful. Start to lift up out of this. We're going to bring the hands behind the knees. Let's come to Navasana boat pose. So hands to the backs of the knees, kick those feet up. You can let go of the legs or you can hold on to them. Stay with your core right here. We're going to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the feet come down. We're going to come into a seated pigeon pose. So take the right ankle and bring it on top of the left thigh. Use your hands behind you for support. Walk the legs a little bit closer. Walk the chest a little bit closer. Movement sometimes feels good here. You might rock the hips a little bit to rock that hip out. Stay for a few breaths. Keep the eyes open. Keep the eyes closed. Whatever feels good. Oh, notice that hip. Yeah. Love hips. We are going to begin to take this to a double pigeon. So start to heel toe that left leg all the way over to the right side. Let it come. Yeah, set up for your double pigeon. stacking one shin on top of the other. Let's take a few breaths right here. Begin to lift that chest up. Release the legs. You might take the legs apart, shake them out a little bit. We're going to come back to boat pose as we're ready. So hands come back to the knee. Yeah, there we go. Get right into it. We're going to stay in boat. Come to a low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. One more time, low boat. High boat. Let the feet come down. Let's do that pigeon on the other side. Beautiful, Brian. So left ankle is going to come on top of that right thigh. Figure 4 legs. Start to get into the hips. Maybe rock a little bit. Do what feels good here. One side might be a little different. That's okay. And then as we're ready, let's come for that double pigeon. So walk the right foot over to the left side. Yeah, let it come down, stacking that shin on top of the bottom shin, settling into the hips right here. Beautiful deep breaths. Coming out of this nice and slowly, lift the chest. Again, release the legs, maybe shake them out, windshield the knees back and forth. We're going to come back for one last boat. Coming back to Navasana, yes. Option here, we're going to bring the hands to heart center, interlace the fingers together, and then we're going to row our boat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let go of your boat. Yes. Okay, let's come to Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open up wide. Yes.
Oh,
no, yeah, lay down. Let's do Supta Baddha Konasana. That sounds great too. That's perfect. Come down. Feel the earth support you right here. Feel the hips open. Let gravity open those hips. Just breathe. Start to draw the knees together. Let's come into happy baby or dead bug, whichever feels better for you. Maybe rock a little bit, play with movement, or find stillness. Take a few breaths here. Let go of those happy baby feet. Take the feet up toward the ceiling. Let the hands rest wherever feels comfortable. Letting the energy flow down, coming all the way back down right here. Take a few breaths, legs up the wall. From here, we're going to very slowly use that core just a little bit more. We're going to let those heels come down to the earth as slow as you can go. Really flexing those feet. Beautiful, Brian. Lengthening through those front abdominal walls. Yes. Beautiful core work. Okay, bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little bit from left to right, pressing that low back into the earth. As you're ready, we're going to tee open the arms. Let's come into a supine twist. Let the knees fall over to whichever side, taking the gaze in the opposite direction. Let your supine twist be comfortable, somewhere where you can just breathe. Start to switch sides. So bring the knees back up. Adjusting over, beautiful. Coming to the other side. Making your way back onto your back. We'll come back. And then right here, let's kick those legs up one more time. So bring the legs up toward the ceiling. Yeah. Stay right here. We're going to stay here for just a couple breaths. If you have a shoulder stand, feel free to find a shoulder stand or just stay as you are. Yes. Or the block underneath the low back is absolutely amazing right here. Taking full deep body breaths. Feel free to close the eyes off right here. If this is a comfortable position that you're in and you feel like you can stay here for about a minute or two, feel free to stay. If not, make your way onto your back and set up for your final posture, Shavasana. Take Shavasana however you'd like. You could do legs up the wall. You can come back down to your back. Just lay on your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to do a seated meditation, I invite you to do that. Whatever feels good. Close the eyes off and let's just breathe for a couple moments. Soaking in this silence, letting the body get heavy, shoulders are relaxed. Allowing the breath to get a little bit deeper right here. Inviting gentle movements back into the body, maybe wiggling the fingers or the toes, gently waking the body back up again. You might bend into the elbows and circle out the wrist. It might feel good to find a good morning stretch, reaching the hands overhead, stretching out nice and long through the fingertips, pointing the toes, taking up all of the space. From here, we'll pull the knees back into the chest. We'll roll over to whichever side we prefer, pausing for just one more moment. And then as we're ready, use the strength of your arms to press yourselves up to a comfortable seat. We'll close out practice. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the spine, finding the sit bones. Let the chin come slightly toward the chest. We're going to bring the hands through to heart center. Let's take one more collective breath together. So big inhale, fill up. And then exhale, let it go. Taking a moment, give yourself gratitude for showing up and doing your practice today. Thank you for sharing that practice with me. If you'd like to bring the knuckles of your thumb to your third eye center, please go for it. And together we bow and say, Namaste.
Namaste. Whoa!
Thank you. How are we feeling?
Joy. Oh my gosh, let me get here and see you. Listen. Wow. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much for...
Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you. Yeah.
So from all of us at Baptiste Power Yoga Phoenix and the greater Baptiste community, our global community, we thank you, Joy, for donating these 30 minutes of your time and sharing your expression of Journey into Power. We really acknowledge you and appreciate you for that. So,
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me.
have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Bye.
See you next time. Thanks, Joy.